Hello guys, this is humble Arduino platform and it's very popular in recent years, and I've been getting a lot of questions. Should I buy it? Should I use it? And I will try to answer it in short in this video. So this is Arduino platform is basically just a microcontroller soldered to a PCB with all its pins fanned out to these, let's call them easy connectors or something, so you can easily connect to somewhere outside of the microcontroller. Well, it's not the only development platform. Maybe it's the most popular, but it has its cons and pros. If you just start with electronics, or you just want to see how it's, or you want to develop a quick project and hide it or never think about it again, well, then Arduino is for you. It's simple enough, and it's and that's it. And there's a different flavor of Arduino board. This is my Arduino Duo. This is a beast of processor. It's a different kind of processor. This was Atmel's microcontroller ATMs, and this one is our microcontroller. And this one is much more complicated, but there's nothing much more different than this one that I showed you before. The worst part of Arduino is also its best part, its simplicity. So it uses its own development tool that you use on a computer, and that's all fine. But the thing is, if you want to use some particular part of microcontroller, basically you need to dig deeper than Arduino, that Arduino will let you. And very soon, very fast, you will get past to it if you do complicated projects. And the worst part is that you cannot debug it. Well, you can debug it, but there's no like debugger. You cannot stop the code with different development tools. If you're familiar with programming, you know that you can stop execution of your code at any line. Arduino cannot easily do that. So let me show you different alternatives to Arduino. This is a chip kit, digital chip kit. It's basically a clone of Arduino, but it uses microchip PIC microcontroller. So if you want to do something with microchip platform, if you are their fan or something, this is good platform for you. And this one actually uses a 32-bit PIC MX32 microcontroller. And let me show you this one. This is also ARM board. This is a ST microcontroller. I believe it's called Nucleo board or something. And basically it's not direct clone of Arduino. It's another development board, but well, it's very same. And let me tell you, Arduino was not the first. We had development boards decades before Arduino came to life. So do you need to use development boards? No, of course not. If you want to start to check the basis of and widen your knowledge on the microcontrollers, you can buy just this. I don't know, can you see? This is a PIC microcontroller. It's the same, well, similar microcontroller as you can see here. It's also a microchip microcontroller, and I just use this in dual inline package, and that's basically all you need. Modern microcontrollers, they don't have to have external crystals to run them, and I used only this one tantalum bead capacitor, and that's it. So this was a simple board, simple project. And the negative side using this bare chip is that you need the kind of programmer. With this chip, with this development board, actually this part of board over here, this part is actually programming tool, sort of. So you can use this part of board to program this microcontroller. Then you can use it basically as Arduino. And the good thing about this is that you can stop your code, debug it properly. I mean, not just output serial port like I do on Arduino. I debug it by just outputting a serial port outside. And with this PIC microcontroller, you can use PICkit or PICkit microchip. And actually, I like this debugger or programmer. And you can use it also to step your code. You can use it. It has a lot of different functions, but you can also buy for let's say for ARM platform, just $1 or $2 this development tool, you can program a lot of ARM microcontrollers with this. There are different things you can search on eBay, and this is one of the cheapest. Actually, I have at least 4 or 5 of them, so that's your alternative. And actually, you don't have to have a development board just for microcontrollers. This is development board for GSM communication module here, or let's say you can have this one. This is a beast of a development board, and this is developed by Quectel development, Quectel company, for their line of chips, and it's also basically the same GSM communication module over here. So good thing about using this processor is that if you want to move up in the electronics and get some more knowledge, you can very easily use this microcontroller and develop your own project that will look much better than Arduino with a bunch of wires sticking out of it. And I will give you just a short example. I was doing a project using this very chip, and usually when I start a project, when I have something to do with it, usually I first go for the development board, and then I test the capabilities of a microcontroller and check, is that microcontroller suitable? Can it do easily? Can I get the code? Can I get the examples and stuff like that? And with this project, I was developing a tracker for a sailing boat, for regattas. Actually, I did all the job I need on this Digiland platform on a microchip MX32 in just one afternoon. I found everything I need to know about it. Then I tested this, and actually I used this DIP dual inline package just to test the consumption of this microcontroller. Is it low enough for my purposes? And actually it was. So the next thing I did, I made a schematic and I developed the board. And this microcontroller and the one that you saw here is these are same microcontrollers. This is just a different package. This is dual inline package. And after that I developed this board, and as you can see, there were a lot of errors over here, and I had to do a lot of bodges, and I was testing a different, you can see this, I replaced this fuse with a wire. And after that I completed project almost completely, because I changed some parts, and this is the board PCB I ordered. And there are a lot of errors also on this one. I managed to mess up this SIM card connection, so I had to rewire it. As you can see, I bodged over here, and there are some bodges over here. And after that I got the final version of the project, so there are no bodges over here. Everything is in good order, and this is the board that went into production, and actually it's still working around. So to finalize, do I need the Arduino? No, you don't. If you just want to develop as quickly as possible, or just want to see if the thing is for you, go ahead, use the Arduino. But you must be aware that it will become limiting to your capabilities very soon. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up.